Welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and today we're talking about Boku no Hero Academia chapter number 96. So the first thing I did want to talk about was the first major announcement, which was kind of like basically a news announcement. It was like a news kind of thing, and what they basically did was broke down the statuses of three heroes and the outcomes on the back of this battle. So number one, they talk about All Might with his now true form revealed to the world, which was like a secret. He retires from active duty. He was the number one hero, right? Best Genius, the fourth best hero, who barely survived, has basically taken this extended leave from active duty. And Ragdoll, who was number 32 position wise, has also been, I guess they've said, the way they worded it was interesting because this could be a translation, but they basically said the quirk is not fit for duty anymore, they can't be manipulated properly anymore, and therefore she's had a suspended license. It's interesting to bear in mind a few different things. Obviously we knew certain things were going to happen as an outcome of the situation that we were in. But what this does show you also is the different ways you could potentially be suspended or stop active duty. So for example, with All Might retiring, that's him done, not much is going to happen with that. Best Genius has a chance of coming back, but after a very long time because of his injuries. And Ragdoll, because it's suspended, I'd imagine she'd have to reapply. So it gives you an idea of that. We also find out that they do an evaluation of the point system of their standings every 6 months based on certain activities that you do. So I found that interesting. It's a good, interesting information from a world building point of view. Anyway, then we find out the kind of other half of the theme for this chapter, and that is really about the shift for the school system, with everything going on with the pressure from the media, as you've seen over the last couple of chapters and throughout the series so far because of everything that's been going on. The school wants to shift to a boarding school system where all kind of children stay like in a boarding house and stuff like that, which prompts a lot of different reactions from parents. But it's an interesting thing because not everyone takes it the right way or the same way. So visiting family starts, and Aizawa and All Might is who we see travel around. We first start off with Kyokujiru, who's basically April girl, and they go to her house. Aizawa's being all formal, bowing his head, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, and the father's acting cool, but ultimately they're fine with it. The second family they go to see is Katsuki Bakakao's, Kachan's, and it was hilarious because I didn't expect him to have his mother's personality and his father to be so timid about everything. And his mother to be how it was, because she could basically tell that it was a dysfunctional family, and the parents were kind of funny as well. So there's a part in the story, in the chapter, where she calls him a pussy for getting caught, and how dare you get caught, stop being a wimp type of thing, kind of that military type of hardcore parentage. And then you got that timidness and Bakugao swearing and stuff like that, and she's there clocking him in his head. It was kind of funny. Not that child abuse is ever funny, but just the fact that was the relationship that he had with his parents was interesting, and the fact that he was a spoiled brat. Now the more conventional and the more obvious kind of reaction from any kind of parent was Izuku Moriri's mother's, which basically said, look, you've gone through so much, every time you come back hurt, and the more you do this, the more you're going to get hurt, and the more you're going to get hurt, more than likely it's going to get to a point where you're going to lose your arm. And at this moment in time, she says no. And that's how it ends. Now this is interesting for one of two reasons. One, we never get to see his father, so we don't know what the hell's going on with his father. Number two, how does this impact the rest of Izuku Moriri's school career? We don't know. His studies, we don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see. That's all from this chapter. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the chapter and my review, and I'll see you next time. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Peace.